Hey everyone, welcome to That Pedal Show. Viewers, comments and questions. Dan here.
Nick here. Hello.
And we have some special guests in the studio, in the Whammy Bar.
In the Whammy Bar, as it's now called. We will show you the said guests in due course. But, yeah. For now, we want to say hello to Christian, to Nath, and to Sam.
Winners of our Tonkin
Yes.
competition.
Live filming with That Pedal Show. Like, yeah. Right up there with the worst competition prizes in. Did you have a good time, guys?
Most certainly. It's very
Great. Okay, we'll show you their faces in a minute if they're willing to sign their disclaimer. Hello and welcome. It's been another hot day here in Englandshire,
Yeah.
for which
it's
we are
been
grateful.
glorious.
There may be
I
a
am loving it.
beverage in a moment. I'm somewhat leaking. Hiya from sunny Norfolk, says Jeremy Summers. Hi, Jeremy.
Hey,
Good to
Jeremy.
hear from you, buddy. G-Barge is on.
Hey G.
Hey, G. Big Riffs and Riggs and James Blessed and Frankie Holt and Kevin the Just and Brent Grow and Ian Bogle and Todd Roy and Scott Gaylor. Lovely to see so many friends. Names? Oh, sorry, my glasses are so murky. What have I been doing, Dan?
You've been working hard. Working hard to make a living.
Oh, they have my premium hair pomade on them, is what it is.
Premium hair panade.
Frankie Holt, did we say hi to you? James Blessed. Cameron University TV is on, if I've got that right. Berryster from Seattle. Hello, Seattle. And Just as Rainy. Venice King 1. Hello from Edinburgh. NTW Rocks 1 is on. Hello.
Fabulous.
And we say thank you to BV for being in the chat and
Yes, thank you,
moderalising accordingly. Thank you so much. Jay Soen Flowell, that looks like a new name. Welcome to you. Johnny T is on. How are you, Johnny?
Johnny T, how you be?
Bobbington Bertie is on. Ian, how are you, buddy? Nice to hear from you. K Cole 4001. Kaiser Joe, Robert Iboy, Old Prospector 79 is on. Lovely, 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 lovely friends.
Beautiful.
Lovely friends. Athers is on. And Wyatt Knox and Byron Krause's big dog.
Fabulous. It's really Paul and JD Voss and good luck, Dan. Eric Catarali. I love TPS and the Whammy Bar. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
Michael Welling, who's in Fort Worth, Texas, who I think is super chide, and we'll answer those in due course. And Jimbo Diddley is on. Welcome, guys. Turd Ferguson, so many lovely friends. Thank you for joining us. We've had a magic day today. So the whole thing about the Tonkin campaign that you might have known, we did it back along, and a bit Willy Wonka style. If you ordered something from the TPS store, 10 people got a little Tonkin.
A spectacular Tonkin.
Yes, for which we must say thank you to Chris, who we went to
David Gilmore.
with. He had them made, actually. So thanks, Chris. And today we did the live audience for filming That Pedal Show. The guys chose the gear that we used. They came up with some concepts for us to talk about, and we blustered our way through it as usual.
Yeah, but it was so great, and it was so much fun actually filming a show with a live studio audience.
It was good
because we got to see the reactions on the faces and actually get to ask you guys some questions, and it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I hope we do it again.
It was a nice dynamic for me and Dan, not having to talk to one another so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, welcome everyone. I'm just going to check how many Super Chapalasas we've got. Where have my phones gone?
Frankie Holt says any temperature over 92 feels like the sun is pushing you into the ground. So what's that in Celsius? 92 means nothing to me.
I only understand Kelvin, Dan.
Right.
92 Fahrenheit in Kelvin.
In Kelvin. Awesome.
Yeah. 306 Kelvin.
Okay, 306. That clears that up. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you.
33 degrees Celsius.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's punchy. I was in what's the part in Italy that's got all the canals?
Venice.
I was in Italy. I was in Venice, and it was like 32, 33.
Watery
and where all the steam is coming up you know, and then it's really punchy. Yeah. Nice. Eric, oh man, this is, why am I getting...
Atul?
Eric Two Mikutsky in Missouri, USA. Hot as heck here. I love you, gents. Thank you, mate. Sorry, I made an absolute...
words real good.
I can't form them in my mouth.
Hang on. Right, BV. How many we got then, BV? Oh, yeah, time to turn the super chats off. Otherwise, we'll be inundated.
Gary Diamond guitarist. Oh man, my dyslexia is just winning today. Says humidity is the real killer. Anything above 75%, you really feel it. For me, it's got to be below 70%, otherwise near impossible. So I lived in Singapore for a couple of years, and I never forget the first time walking out of those airport doors, and it was like being punched in the face. It was amazing. Yeah, fun.
Moan all you like about the temperate English climate, but boy, is it a green and pleasant land.
Oh, it really is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Very green. Lots of trees. Anyway, enough of all that. Warrington Runcorn Newt is all I've got. So Warrington Runcorn Newt. What do we think might be?
So Newt, wasn't she
No,
the kid?
New T. Starts
Yeah.
to T, the word T.
Yeah. Oh, New T.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Newt is the kid in
Terrace?
in oh, as in where it is. I thought you were talking about the kid in Aliens. So yeah, New T, Mr. T's youngest biological
Newtown,
child.
I reckon. Warrington Runcorn Newtown. That's
Okay.
what I think.
I go with
Do you know about
whatever you think.
Newtowns?
Well, there was there's Newtown in Sydney, and it was newer than the old town, I guess.
Created after the war to house people,
Oh, is that?
often after coming out of London because it had been bombed so much in other cities.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Newtown is just outside of Sydney
Maidstone?
CBD.
Basingstoke. Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes.
And what's Old Town then? Pre-war.
That's just
That's just old stuff everywhere.
all that stuff you like. William the Conqueror.
William Conquers.
William the Conquer player. Anyway, we digress. Warrington Runcorn Newtown says, hi guys, I'm loving my new MXR Dynacomp,
Oh, amazing.
but background noise is an issue. I'm a Strat player. How much is the guitar and should I just save up for the Hageman?
Okay, so the Dynacomp, it's a classic toothpaste compressor, and what we mean by that is it's going to limit the amount of signal when you push hard, but it's also going to have what we call makeup gain. So it brings up the quiet notes as well. If you want to only have the compression and not the makeup gain, then that's a limiter. And limiters traditionally are much quieter than a compressor. But the difference is that you have the makeup gain. Now the Dynacomp,
That was an example of compression.
that's the Dynacomp is I love the Dynacomp, but you control the amount of noise by how much squish you have. If you're really sensitive to the noise, then maybe the Dynacomp isn't for you. But I'll put up with the noise because I love the flavour of it. The Hageman, yes, an extraordinary thing. All of the Origin, the Cali ones, they just sound magic. I gotta say, the Empress, the new Empress Mark II compressor, one of the only feedback compressors, no, one of the only feed-forward compressors in the pedal world. All the other ones are feedback compressors. They've just dialed it in, and it is spectacular. So maybe what you're after is more of a studio style compressor as opposed to the meat and potatoes toothpaste style MXR Dynacomp type.
There we are.
There we are.
But I hope you said this while I was so rudely interrupting you. It is the nature of compression to bring up the signal, right? So you are going to notice it.
Yeah, makeup gain.
To test whether it's the guitar or not, just unplug the guitar and turn the pedal on and then you'll hear it. Then once you plug the guitar in with the guitar turned down, nothing should change. And then obviously as you bring the volume up on the guitar, that's when you introduce RF from things like computer screens and lights and all of that.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to tell what's doing what. And if you've never done it, if you've got a Strat or any single coil guitar that's not shielded or hum cancelling, just rotate yourself through 360 degrees and you'll find that on one axis, somewhere in those 360 degrees, the RF will disappear. So you can contort yourself into that position should you be trying to record something.
Right.
As we sometimes do in there. Sometimes you can see me doing this, like, because it's like... But yeah. What's your favourite compressor ever then?
I have a 1976 first issue Bud Box MXR Dynacomp, which is the best sounding guitar pedal compressor I've ever heard. And I've got 2 other ones from the same year that don't sound anything like it.
Yeah, right.
So that is my fave. I think the most Thorpe Fat General, which is the newer version of the Dinosaural Opticomp. It's an optical compressor, and I put that in the same category as the Diamond optical compressor. So something like the Thorpe Fat General has got a really magic bit of preamp love in it. So I think that sounds amazing. And then the Empress and the Callies, I put at the same things.
Cali 76 stacked for me.
Yeah, right.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Which is basically 2 1176s hitting each other, and you've got a knob to decide how much one hits the other, kind of Lowell George style.
Yeah.
Someone is asking, Big Riffs and Rigs, Big Riffs Rigs is asking, what is that pedal behind Mick's head?
Oh, now that's an absolute corker.
Diamond Phase, but also the Roger Mayer RM58 limiter,
Oh,
which is
let's use camera 2.
quite a zhuzhy bit of... there you go, Dan, you know how to do it. Quite a zhuzhy bit of studio gear. I don't know if it's... I can't see if it's focusing. Can you
Yeah, it's
hold it?
focusing. It's focusing. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Roger Mayer RM58 limiter, quite rare, quite zhuzhy and well sought after. We got it in a job lot of stuff that we bought. Someone was getting rid of, and yeah, it's very nice.
It's so cool.
People chasing the Gilmore sound tend to buy these.
Yes. And other stuff.
It has a 48 volt power supply,
Wow.
which tells you some things. How many volts it needs.
The first interview I ever did was with Roger Mayer. And that's you set me up on that.
Yeah.
Roger Mayer and oh come on,
Del Casher.
Roger Mayer and Del Casher, and it was in London, and we ended up at a Chinese restaurant, and I hardly said a word, and Roger just started talking, and it was amazing.
I had the great pleasure of talking to him a lot on Guitarist magazine because he used to phone up whenever we got something wrong. And he was such a joy to talk to because the extent of his knowledge is vast,
Yeah,
as
it's
you would
incredible.
imagine. And then obviously he would frequently let something slip about Jimmy. Not let something slip, but just reflect on some experience or time or a mod or whatever. And it's like, oh wow, I'm actually alive and experiencing this.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
it's crazy.
Bless you, Roger. Hope you're doing okay and everything is good. I have an alert set up for Axis Fuzzes when they come up.
Do you?
Yeah, still not prepared to pay the current price. So when they come up as bargains.
Yeah. My high watt custom tape echo, I was so elated after doing that interview. I need something. I need to mark this occasion, and that's when I bought my high watt custom tape echo.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was a fun day.
Nice. At this rate, we will get through the super chats sometime tomorrow. By the way, you guys, if you get bored and you want to go, please do. Don't feel like you've got to sit there and listen to this forever. I'll show you the people in a minute, people. So just to prove they are here. Blue Box is weird, says Johnny T. The MXR don't make a multi-effects unit either. That is interesting. How many effects companies don't make a multi-effects, Dan?
The ones that aren't chasing it. The ones that are confident in their own abilities.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, reflecting on the choice of the Blue Box, Friday's show. Felt so bad about that. Loads of comments going, "Oh, you've done MXR real bad." I'm like, come on, it wasn't that bad.
It was great.
Sounded good, I thought.
It sounded fantastic.
Yeah.
I didn't see those.
Anyway, surprise, surprise, I did have a text message from one of MXR's product managers after that going, "Enjoyed the show."
Oh.
No, he did enjoy the show. We're going to work out getting some more MXR stuff. I'm actually going to buy a M108 Fuzz.
Oh.
And I really want to buy that Joshua Echo as well.
Okay.
The
Yes, the Joshua Trees thing.
U2
Yes.
one. And then apparently we've got to get the super badass something Fuzz.
I thought we had that.
No. Well, I wondered if there might be some at the gig rig.
I'll double check.
Because didn't we used to have an MXR EDH flanger?
No.
Maybe we gave that away.
I
Anyway.
Yeah.
We digress. Cheers, Johnny. Michael Giliberto, thank you for your kindness. And Rob, Eagle Ray Rob, thank you for your kindness as well. We've had some incredible kindness.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Just
It's
recently.
really amazing.
Thanks, guys. You continue to go above and beyond, and we massively appreciate it. So thank you.
Is this weird, being in the room while we're doing this? Or it's just a 3D version of what you guys watch anyway? Yeah, amazing.
And you're like, wow, they really are as crap as they look on telly.
They really are a shambles.
Michael Giliberto says, "Hi all. Is a super chat today in fond remembrance of my experience day in July 26. July 26, 2024. Yeah, how can it be that long?
No way.
He says, currently having fun hearing my errors while playing a high headroom clean Marshall type amp from Dr. Z. Love to UTPS legends, K&R included, from sunny southeastern Connecticut."
Oh, bless you, mate. Thank you so much.
Nice to hear from you, Michael,
Yeah,
and enjoy that
awesome.
Dr. Z. What's the Marshall-y one he does then? I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Route 66 he does.
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, could be that.
Yeah.
Hence the KT66 tubes. Maybe.
Hmm.
Oh, I remember one of Jim Marshall's, it was on a Volvo last time I saw it, EL34 registration.
Now, did he own a Rolls?
Maybe, probably.
Because I remember going to the very first ever guitar show, and there was a Rolls that said JMP.
Oh, well, that's sounds likely.
Yeah, yeah.
Sounds likely. It's either him or
funny.
Prince Charles. Dropping in to get some, pick up some wicked fuzz pedals.
What fuzz would Charles play if he played a fuzz?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Someone say Big Muff.
Come on. Okay, fuzz pedal suggestions for Royal Family. Please keep it clean. Please keep it as clean as you can keep it.
We can't read them out if
No.
they're not clean.
No.
If you keep them on the edge
Or libelous.
or libelous. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Looking at you. No, anyway, Ran's there. Ran's there. How are you, Ran? Good to hear from you, buddy. He says, D and M and B and K and R. I'm back from a festival. All the bands rocked. May I suggest next challenge be the TPS Cup? Keighley versus Jam versus Mythos versus Hampstead and Thorpe, like a round robin. What do they call that in the States? March Madness, is it?
Oh, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I don't even know what sport that is, but anyone know?
Like a round robin type.
All the teams start on the left, and then
And they make their way through.
make their way through to the middle. Someone please educate us. I
Or the
want to say
World
it's
Cup.
basketball, but it could be like hitball or
Hit ball.
hitball.
Yep.
Yeah, that one they do. Oh
Yeah,
dear,
some of those
Athens.
things we.
Athos, that is rough,
That's
man.
yeah.
Funny, we're laughing.
Oh, Dave Hart, the MXR Blue Blood box. That's very clever.
Thank you, Dave.
Well played, Dave.
Some intelligence.
Yeah, well played.
Yeah. And Michael Giliberto again, he says, I meant to say, set the amp for clean headroom. The Z will overdrive gloriously when provoked. Yeah, funnily enough, in the show we filmed today, we used our 50 watt Marshall. And we also, Dan and I also, I used it on Friday.
Yes.
And we used it in one we filmed that hasn't come out yet. So we've been using that amp a lot for exactly the function you talk about, Michael.
Yep. Whenever I plug that amp in, and we obviously it rocks like no one's business, but the clean sound in it, it's glorious.
It's so much better for that purpose with the bright cap removed as well.
Yeah.
It's just horrible with a bright cap in.
Just wiggle it out.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was like, I wonder if that's it. Oh, it's come out. That's exactly what... Anyway. Chris Allen. Hello, Chris.
Hey,
he
mate.
says, hey, Gina, I celebrated a new guitar day on Friday, a Les Paul 50s Tribute P90. Completely besotted. And he says, question, what's your most memorable new guitar or gear experience?
Buying the Junior, because I swore I'd never buy another guitar unseen. But Dave Gregory helped me
After that
find
heap of
it.
crap red.
After that heap of oh my goodness. The funny thing about red is if I had picked that up in the store, I never would have bought it.
That's why I said it.
Yep. But I had to make it work, and now it is red, and it's spectacular. But Dave helped me find my Junior, and just getting it out of the box. And it came in its original faux alligator skin, like cardboard box thing. And straight out of the box, it just sang. And Dave picks it up because he was going to buy it. And I said, no, I really want this. You know, please let me, because you've got a great one. And so I bought it. And he picked it out of the box and was playing it. I'm like, Dave, have a play. He plays it and it's like, this is the best guitar. I'm like, yep.
There we are.
So that was wonderful.
Mine was a tale of two Strats.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say the first and last ones that I bought. So, well, I didn't buy the first one. My parents bought it. The body is kicking around somewhere.
It is, with all the speed holes.
70s, Japanese 70s reissue, big headstock, 3-bolt neck, which I got for my, I want to say 14th Christmas, something like that. Might have been 14th birthday. So that, number one, thanks Dad. Number two would be my 61 Strat, which arrived via a convoluted but beautiful relationship with Simon Green. Yep. Thank you, Simon, if you're watching. So,
still one of the best guitar sounds I've ever heard, turning up that day and hearing this sound. And I stood outside and waited because I didn't want to interrupt it. It was so great. And then I walked in and there was Mick on that 61 Strat with your Blue Fuzz into the 2-Rock. And it was just the best thing ever.
Having a jolly time.
Yeah.
Anyway, lovely, lovely, lovely. I want to say thanks to Josh Lawless, to Scott Curry, to Charbono, to Eagle Ray Rob, to Planet Ross, to Eduardo Rodriguez, Guy Guns and Grenache. That sounds exotic. And many more. Andrew R. for all telling us that March Madness is indeed college basketball.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's in March and it's just madness.
Okay. Joe Rowe says, give us a view of our audience if they don't mind. Do they mind?
No problem.
All right. There were 6. 3 just had enough rock for one day. They were like, that's enough rock. We have to get out of it. This is Sam.
Everybody, say hello,
Can
Sam.
you do the thing?
Hello, everyone.
This is Sam. There he is. Look how handsome he is. He's in Rosie's chair, as you can see.
Very comfortable chair.
Rosie is at daycare. Dan is offering us some lovely Major 7. I don't know if this one's going to swing around this way. We have to make after because we're. Jesus. Why is this so complex?
Come on, this is Sam.
Right. Gentlemen. Oh, and Nick's an arm. Why don't you introduce yourselves, boys?
I'm Christian. Nathan.
Christian and Nathan. There we are. Honestly. You don't get this on Marvel, do you?
You really don't.
That's nice. Major 7 with Bossa. You can't go wrong.
No. My old guitar teacher, Mark Johns, is one of the best has the best bossa feel. And it's so cool when you hear it played properly. That wasn't played properly. When you hear someone who can really play bossa, it's amazing.
Now then, I heard that it wasn't uncommon to find like a 7-string acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
South America, all that stuff.
Yeah, possibly. There was a guy in Australia. Oh man, I can't remember his name.
Dundee.
No, Mick Dundee.
That's not a 7-string acoustic guitar.
He played for a very famous trumpet player, George. Someone anyway. He had the first 7-string guitar I ever remember seeing. And if you're doing those walking bass lines and stuff, that old jazzers used to play those 7-string guitars. And especially if you're doing all that stuff and all the walking bass line stuff, it's very helpful.
And she's singing something alluring over the top.
Yes,
Do, 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 do. Actually, I need to stop that.
What's his name? George?
Oh, my dad says you often mention it, but it was your 13th birthday. I'm not well, you would know, Dad, I guess, because you were there, but anyway, thanks, Dad. I thought the satellite was my 13th, but no, maybe you're right. So that's even better, isn't it? 13.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. Yeah, George Van Epps, we're saying, from Coopy for a 7-string.
Yeah.
7-string jazz boxes, says
Yep.
Todd Roy. Johnny T says, have we heard that telly plugged in? We have on the show, Johnny. Dan's playing it more and more just recently.
Yeah,
we will get to the point with VCQ where we can plug some stuff in and do that. We're just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Not
At the
quite
moment, we are here. That's what we're doing. And
Yeah.
we're switching.
We're there.
Like champions.
Yeah. What's the pig in the shelf behind Dan, says Fact 6Z51.
This is Spider Pig. So, it's actually Spider Pig. We went to NAM. It might even be, I don't know if we've been to NAM since then together.
It was a long time
It
ago
was a
now.
long time ago. But we met up with John
Dan
Ackenbach.
and I have to have separate tour buses now.
We do.
Like Joe Perry and Steve Tyler,
So,
just less talented.
Mick and I met up with our friend John Ackenbach, who was the art director for The Simpsons, and he gave us a tour of the Simpsons studio while we were there, and he gave us Spider Pig and signed it to Mick and Dan, your pal Ackenbach. There we go, Spider Pig. There we go. He's such a good boy. He's such a Spider Pig. Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does.
There
There
comes
he
the
is.
copyright strike.
Oh, yes, that'd be right. Yeah, I made a boo-boo. Was it last week? Probably.
Yeah. I compounded that boo-boo by trying to get YouTube to automatically fix it.
Oh, no.
And YouTube pooed its pants, and that was the end of that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Speaking of pooing the pants, Chris Allen. No, I don't know. If we worked in telly, we'd be off. Chris Allen says, hi D&M, I celebrated... oh no, that was you. We've had you, Chris, with your P90 Les Paul. Do me a favour on the P90 Les Paul. Go on the bridge pickup, turn the volume down to half, turn the tone down to half, strum it. Lovely sound. Works really, really brilliantly well on a junior.
Yeah.
But it can... Oh, it's such a great sound. It's such a great sound. Michael Walling. Hello, Michael. You were from Texas, that's right. He says, I began taking guitar seriously about 18 months ago. That's 18 months more than me and Dan then. Where might I try different amps without feeling pressured to purchase or embarrassed by playing? Oh,
That is a
man.
great question.
That is such a... Yeah.
Yeah. If you contact some rehearsal rooms around your neck of the woods, a lot of them will have amps in the rooms. So get a list together of all the amps in the rehearsal spaces. that's the easiest way, because you can go in there, you can actually turn them up and see what they're like at gig volume. Or contact your local retailer and actually call them and say, hey, I want to try these amps out, but I need to hear it properly. Is that allowed? If they go, oh, mate, we don't really turn them up here, just say, okay, thanks for your time, and hang up.
You'll now, I don't want to speak ill of Guitar Centre on a Saturday afternoon, but if you walk into a Guitar Centre on a Saturday afternoon and they're kind of busy and you say to them, I want to try 6 amps, you might get slightly less than friendly reception. You might. More likely, go to, if you're serious about buying, they'll know that. They'll know that you're serious about buying stuff. And I think the really good independent retailers will know that, yeah, sure, you don't buy something today, but maybe you do down the line, and they'll offer you good service.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're anywhere near McKinney, Guitar Sanctuary.
Ah, brilliant.
Are they McKinney, Texas?
McKinney, Texas, yeah.
But there's loads and loads of really good independent guitar shops. Walt Grace.
Yep.
Is that
Walt Grace
Texas?
Vintage. No, that's in Miami. Oh my goodness, it's amazing.
That's near Texas, isn't it?
But also,
got a plane?
a lot of these places will have rooms that you can turn amps up. The rooms at Anderton's where you can actually go in and hear the amp turn up. It's.
I was going to say,
fantastic.
if you go into Anderton's or Guitar, and you just talk to one of the salespeople, they will help you. I know they're UK and you're in the US, but they will help you. Things have, since mine and Dan's day of going out being teenagers up and down Denmark Street trying to try stuff, I think things have really changed. Lots of the best guitar shops, the ones that have survived at any kind of size, know that service matters.
Yeah.
So, but we also get the embarrassment thing, right? Because that's one of the reasons they have the private room, because no matter where you are with playing, it's still quite daunting to go into a guitar store and play in front of everyone, right?
I remember
because everyone's judging you, or you think everyone's judging you.
Being a kid and going down the high street in Brisbane, and there was a music store. You go down the steps, and on a Saturday morning, and it was like all the Brisbane rock guitar players were just all there shredding, and that was way before. Yeah, it was even earlier than that.
Huh?
It was like early 80s.
Oh, wow.
And I just discovered the rock, and you'd go down there, and honestly, it was just shred fest, and not fun if you're serious about trying to find a sound.
Yeah.
And
because there was a bit of bravado, wasn't there?
yeah, it became sport at a
ego.
point. Yeah,
I just have an errand to run.
Okay.
Dark at 4.
Dark at 4.
Yeah.
Dark at 4. Say no more. Okay. So I've got a couple of questions here. One from Palomar Sound says, Dan, how do you feel about the Simpsons Australian episode? So if that was the one that it says, I can see you've played Forky Spoony before, or Knifey Spoony before, then it was brilliant. Yeah, but gee, that's a long time ago, that Simpsons episode. Johnny T says, have you guys heard from Simon VRDJ? Yes, we have. And he's fine, and we'll be seeing him soon with any luck. So yes, that's great.
Dark at 4, this is for you. Who was asking if we can have a permanent perch for the Fez of Truth.
Oh, nice.
The only thing is, I'm not going to put it there because I think the Duesenberg light might set fire to it.
Yeah, okay. But we will find a spot for
Which
it.
would be suboptimal.
Yeah.
Maybe it can go on the bat phone in a horrific combination of orange and red, such as you might see at Ascot or some other place with an ill-chosen outfit.
That's what we need to see. More Fezes at Ascot.
Yeah.
Walking around, ladies with the hair. Fez.
Oh.
Come on.
I remember the Queen, bless her. She'd like have peach and red and pink. It's like, what? Someone dresses you. Can't speak ill of the Queen. How dare you?
Jeremiah 11 says, Dan, how do you feel about mini humbuckers? What's been your favourite? To be honest, I never really got on with mini humbuckers, but the mini humbuckers in mixed new guitar I think are great. Different thing to Firebird pickups though, because I love Firebird pickups. But the mini humbuckers are, I don't know.
I want to like them, which is why I spec'd them in my new guitar, which again I'll go on a sojourn and get in a minute. But I've got a significant problem with them and it's impeding my progress with the guitar, which is why the vlog hasn't come out. So I want to vlog it and explain it. They're, on the plus side, they're very, very light. In fact, they're not potted at all. So they sound lovely and open and dynamic and all those things we want that I want from a pickup. However, they're so unpotted that any tiny pick clack on the cover sounds like somebody trying to break the door down with a nice pick.
The bells. Yeah.
Quasi-modal, was that his name?
Modal.
The jazz guy in Notre Dame?
He's like, yes. Oh, no, don't say it.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you're correct.
Quasimodo. Quasi-modal.
Quasimodo.
Jazz guy in Notre Dame. and E.S. Merelda, the 335 playing accomplice.
That's really good.
Was that her?
That's really good. Yeah.
Honestly.
New version coming out.
You couldn't make this shit up.
No.
What were we talking about? How did we go to Quasimodo?
Mini humbuckers.
Oh,
Mini humbuckers, the bells.
Thank you, Nate.
There we go.
Thank you, Nate.
That and live studio audio.
And so they sound unbelievable. I don't want to touch the neck one because it just sounds flipping great. But the bridge one, high gain, squealy, not really workable.
The bridge pickup in your 61 Strat, is that potted?
Well, it's a single coil, so it's potted.
Appropriately.
It's not the same as a humbucker because there's difference between the coils themselves being potted and then the whole pickup being potted. So in a single coil of a pickup will have some kind of potting on it. And as we know, as we've seen at Monty's, with all those vintage pickups that have failed, been cut in half, that potting liquid changed radically over the years. Now, in addition to that, if you take a covered humbucker, you then dip that in wax, and that fills all the void between the whole of the pickup and the inside of the cover. So when we talk about potted and unpotted, we tend to mean what's inside a covered humbucker.
Okay.
I think that's the typical way of... So, for example, if these were potted, and I don't know if they are or not, if you took that cover off, you'd have to melt the wax to get it off.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
So they're not potted in that sense.
Okay.
Now, what Monty's have is a really cool... it's literally this bit of wood with two levers on it. And when they construct their pickups with covers, it's so designed that you pull the levers down and it physically puts the cover on the pickup with no spaces.
Yeah, right amount of pressure.
And that stops it from vibrating without needing to pop the whole thing.
Yeah.
But even no matter how brilliantly well you make it, you still can't do Van Halen with that.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Van Halen thing is the cover off, right? Yeah.
Exhibit A, my lad.
Yes, there we go.
Somebody put us right on that because there may have been some lies in some of that. Fredrik Svensson from Sweden. He says, hi TPS. What would some good solutions be for having several pedals with expression output, but not buying one expression pedal for each one? Thank you, from Frederick. Hey, Frederick.
So Mission had a thing called the Expressionator, but I don't think they make it anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't think Mission are making anything anymore, or they're going through a change.
What?
Yeah. Or they're not answering their emails. I don't know. Maybe someone can point me right on that. But I think Mission are changing.
Let us know if you know.
Things.
Maybe they just don't like you, Dan.
I think that's a strong possibility. But they used to make a thing called an Expressionator, so you could plug one expression pedal in and have four outputs, and then just choose which pedal you wanted that to work on.
How do you choose something on?
There's a foot switch on the expressionator, and it was you just
what a good
scroll
idea.
through. Yeah,
So that doesn't require M1D1. That's
no,
just
just that
analog.
analog, and that's good. Old Blood Noise Endeavors also have something that enables you to do something similar. And then Source Audio had a fabulous expression pedal that did everything. But I either they're redesigning it or they've stopped making that one and the other one's in redesign. There are some solutions out there. But yeah, it's...
Okay, I've got a couple of potentially dumb questions. So let's say there's broadly at least two ways you can deal with expression pedal. If it's an analog thing that's controlling something analog and you've got a TRS connection, that's one way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, in a digital pedal you can assign an expression function
via MIDI.
but that's only via MIDI, is it? It won't do it.
No. So no, you're right. If there's an expression pedal input,
Yeah,
you can.
I'm thinking of the Bell Epoch Deluxe, for example.
Yeah, absolutely, and then you can assign that.
And
to
there's
the
a
expression
toggle
pedal.
on the top panel to decide whether it's, on the Bell Epoch's case, whether it's effect level or whether it's repeats, right? Okay, so going forward from there, assuming we're not dealing with M1D1, because in the gig rig, for example, you could, if you are dealing with M1D1, you could have a MIDI expression pedal attached to the expression pedal out on G3, which so far is analog. But you can tell G3 that it's controlling MIDI, and you can assign MIDI to any number of things.
Correct.
So per patch, one expression pedal could do
Many different things.
quelque chose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's one way to do it. M1D1 opens up all possibilities, but you need something that's going to understand MIDI, and you need MIDI-able pedals.
That's right.
Rewind back to the analog world. Let's say you've got a Bell Epoch Deluxe and two other things that can do expression control, such as a Univibe
Halo.
and a Halo.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. That's still gets me that.
Because it's TRS,
Yeah.
could you just have a splitter?
No, because it's going to load everything differently. What you can do though, so like again, Mission, and lots of people saying their website's down.
Oh no! Hope you're okay, Mission.
Yeah. So, and it's a shame because they made the best expression pedals because the way they were designed, the heel was notched out, so it would go down even lower, so it gave you a fuller sweep. But they
So
would
you're
have,
like on 0, 0, 0
Zeros.
across the board.
where can you go
Where
from
can
there?
you go from there? You can go to
So
like, if they just did -1.
This one's on 0. But they had like 4 TRS outputs on a single expression pedal.
Oh right.
So you could plug them all into different pedals. So it's really, really cool. But the Source Audio one has that as well.
My last potentially dumb question on expression pedals is, when I plug an expression pedal into the Bell Epoch Deluxe to control the effect level, I don't have to calibrate it.
No, it's just done in an analog way.
And is that the same for all analog expression pedals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got
As if it's MIDI, you've got to tell it what's heel and what's toe.
It should come with the ability to do that, but the MIDI gives you a lot more control over, okay, this is going to be my lowest point here, and this is the maximum point here, and I want the sweep anywhere in between. Then you can actually change the curve of the sweep, so you can do that using tables. So that, yeah, the MIDI thing can be cool, but if all you want to do is control the level of your delay, you just plug an expression pedal into the expression pedal of the delay you want, and then it's there all the time.
Yeah. Well, what
great.
Frederick is saying is that he has several pedals with expression pedal ability. Yeah. So hopefully some of that was useful, Frederick. Maybe look out for one of those multiple out ones.
Yeah,
You find them on Reverb or
yeah.
eBay or something.
The Expressionator. Yeah, they're really good. Scott Curry was saying...
Get to the chopper.
Sorry, Scott Gaylor says he has one of those and it works great, if you can find one on eBay.
Turd Ferguson says, "Gents, my 5E3 has a Jensen P12 with extreme cone cry. Thinking of switching to a greenback. Anything else I should try? Also considering the Weber 12A 12.5. 12A 125 mini.
I've got a couple of Weber speakers in my Vox AC10 that I've had for years and years, and they sound fantastic. Now, saying that though, they are not as efficient, and so I turn that amp up and it overdrives so beautifully at a lower volume. But if I wanted a bit more headroom, I don't know. I'd maybe be looking at the golds, either the 10-inch golds. I think that's a really nice shout
Just
for those.
like golds whenever I hear them.
Yeah,
Celestine
they
golds
sound amazing.
They're not cheap, but
They're not
they are
cheap,
great.
but both. There's few speakers that I like the 10-inch and the 12-inch version of, but the golds are gold.
Yeah. The other thing to say is just make sure that it is cone cry and not transformer harmonic. Dan's AC30 does this thing when you turn it up. You just get this very audible harmonic that kind of comes across everything, and which is very definitely transformer, not cone cry. Yeah, I mean, if you hear them side by side, you know which is which, but it's probably worth just checking that it's not that.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing to remember is the relationship between the output transformer and the speakers is very interactive, because you've got the impedance of the output transformer, but the way it reacts with the coils. So it's the same thing as the coils on your guitar with the input of the fuzz face. It's a two-way thing, and they both impact on each other. So it might be that you're hearing the transformer and what you think is cone cry. You change speakers out, and you don't have that as much anymore. But that might not be the speakers. It might be the way the speakers are reacting with the output transformer. It's all one big lovely melting pot.
It's like
Very
Friends, but without Jennifer Aniston and Courtney Cox.
Just the more.
And Lisa Kudrow. Who cares about the others? Yeah, good luck with that. Obviously the Gold is a very British voiced speaker,
Yeah.
whereas your Jensens are more American voiced. I never really know what that means. We should do a show on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Weber. Also, definitely check out WGS.
Oh yeah.
I got two of their speakers, two very different speakers of theirs, and I love them both.
Yeah.
So again, check out WGS as
It's
well.
the golden age.
Indeed.
Ted Ferguson says, well, I didn't know that. Thanks, guys. You're welcome, mate.
Beautiful era is Belly Poke, isn't it?
Belly poke.
Bell Epoch.
Yes.
Anyway, you were saying the golden age.
Yeah. Gordon Rankin says, remember, the speaker impedance is reflected back to the tube at usually 25 to 50 times. Yes. Yeah. Gordon Rankin, our resident,
How are you,
our resident
Gordon?
Brains Trust. Hope you're awesome, mate.
Nice to hear from you, buddy. Jimbo Diddley says, I found my birth year guitar, an all original 63 Gibson J45 ADJ in Cherry Sunburst.
Ooh.
It's my first vintage guitar, no cracks, no repairs, fingerboard and frets in great shape. Sounds fantastic. Thoughts on the adjustable bridge?
Well, first of all, if you found one that's in really good condition that also sounds fantastic, then you have a unicorn.
Boom.
Because those guitars, the good ones, have been played to death and they still sound amazing. But if you've got one that sounds great and is in great shape, well done. That is a huge thing. The adjustable bridge is part of that sound.
Yeah.
You know, you can get them pinned. And I think a lot of session players who use those guitars do that just for the stability. I don't know. Would I, if you'd found a 63 in that condition, all original, and it sounds great, I don't know. I don't know if I'd pin it.
Different kind of adjustable bridge. So you're talking about a Gretsch bridge that goes backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Adjustable bridge on the J45 was acoustic guitar. So had two metal screws either end
Yeah.
to put the saddle up and down.
Oh, okay, that one.
So it's
yes.
not a slidable.
The adjustable height thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, all your pre-war people are like, oh no! But I think recorded music history would tell the story that I don't think anyone worries too much about the adjustable bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable enough to have played enough of them to know how much it affects anything or doesn't. But yeah, killer guitar, man.
Yeah. I
mean,
think as long as there's good contact with the bridge to the top of the guitar, then and all the tension from the springs it's pulling that onto the what is doing all the resonating anyway.
Yeah. You could always know I think you always know one when you hear one at J45 as well.
Yeah,
It's such a killer sound.
It really is.
The songwriter's guitar, they call it.
Yeah,
don't
it would be.
they? Congratulations.
Yeah, it would be my next acoustic after my Johnny Kincaid. I would like a J45.
J45, yeah.
Because they just you can always identify them. They sound amazing.
Congrats.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Congrats. And Johnny T, as we step even further out onto the ice, says experience or what is the role of acoustic Sims Live, e.g. the Boss AC3?
Oh man. Pass.
Yeah. Just don't do it.
Swing and a miss. I tell you what, if you get a really nice what's the best way I can say this? I would so much rather a beautiful clean tone from an amp with the volume dialed back a little bit on your guitar, either positions 2 and 4 on a Strat or bridge pickup on a P90, rolled back. Those clean tones are so much more appropriate for so much more stuff than those acoustic simulated sounds. They just... If anyone can point to an acoustic simulated sound that doesn't sound like complete trash, I'd really appreciate it. Prove to me that it exists.
Line 6 Variac, Stan.
Prove to me that it exists.
Yeah. I'm sure, that it's tempting to say, isn't it? Once it's buried in the mix, nobody cares. But I think what you're into then is compound shitness. So...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And is that a reason that they bury it in the mix?
Yeah.
So it just becomes a percussion instrument.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't hear
And
any
does
stuff.
it do the job? Again, context is everything.
Everything.
As you know, Dan and I are at a point in our lives where we don't play so many gigs anymore. So every gig that we want to play, we want to give it the absolute best. And there's a lot in it. And we're not doing it for the money anymore. And we're not doing it, it's not that thing where we don't have I don't even want to say jaded because that's not fair. There's a lot of pro musos out there who go to the gig, get paid, do what needs to be done, go home.
Mm-hmm.
We're not that. We are... Every gig might be the last one we bloody play, so we want it to be the best it can possibly be.
Yeah.
And if it's appropriate to take the right thing, then take the right thing.
Yeah.
Can you get away... the problem with the Line 6 Variacs? I've said this before.
Right. Because
What they need is... What they should have made is a guitar with one good sound and 7 different shapes. So you could press a button and it would morph into a Les Paul. Right?
Oh, that's great. That's great. But, come on.
No, come on,
No,
sorry.
if you imagine that you got a centre block here
I'm being obtuse.
and everything around it's inflatable. So you can, and it goes, it just inflates to those shapes.
I'm being obtuse.
Oh,
I'm being
come
obtuse.
on.
I know people who use them, and I know get perfectly usable sounds. But again, why take one guitar when you could take 6?
Yeah.
Just welcome to that little show.
Yeah.
We're probably getting thoroughly lambasted in the comments, but Johnny, as you can tell, we're just not really fans of that.
Yeah. I'm yet to hear one live that I've gone. Oh, that sounds
said,
really good.
it is such a colossal pain in the arse taking an acoustic guitar. So I do it sometimes. I'll take my electric guitar rig, plop my AER up on top of one of my electric guitar amps, and have my acoustic guitar as well. And then everyone hates you at that point because you have to change guitars between songs. Sound engineers like, what? and etc. But I'd still rather do that than
Yeah, and then look, so I remember Godin had a really cool guitar. There's an electric guitar that had a acoustic pickup thing in it, and there's all the Parker Fly, that people were switching between the
Do you know? I'd
piezo and
actually go for a
Parker Fly.
piezo equipped
Yeah.
electric guitar over an acoustic simulator.
Yeah, 100%. But I remember that, like, for me, the piezo sound is something that you can make work. It doesn't sound like an acoustic, but it's a clean sound that does work and has a dynamic of an acoustic. And I remember going to see Transatlantic years ago, and Neil Morse, the singer, keyboard player, and was playing acoustic guitar. And he picked up this acoustic guitar, playing it, was in London at Shepherd's Bush, the Empire. And it was, to this day, the best amplified acoustic sound I'd ever heard. And I asked him after the gig, what did you do? What were you running through? He goes, I just plugged straight into the PA. I plugged directly into the DI box, and he said, and they just turned me up. Like, no preamps, no nothing. Like, not even, it wasn't, no preamp in the guitar. Like, straight from the piezo pickup. So he had no control over his volume.
Yeah.
The sound guy just went bink and turned him up, and that was it.
Sound guy's like, I've got you.
Yeah.
I know what to do with
it.
that.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Gee, they were good.
Yeah. Who was that? Sorry.
Transatlantic. Drummer from Dream Theater. Steve, it was Neil Morse. Actually, I think Steve Morse actually is playing with him for a bit as well. And the bass player from Marillion, and a couple of other guys. Astonishing gig.
Nice. Speaking of astonishing gigs, Chris Liddell. Nice to see you on Friday,
Hey, Chris.
He says, fab to meet you on Friday, Mick, albeit briefly. Hope you had a good night and looking forward to meeting the TPS crew properly next year. Chris is coming to an experience day.
Oh, fabulous.
And I bumped into him at the Eric Johnson gig on Friday.
Right.
Sorry, everyone, we didn't secure EJ for a chat. A very light level of pushing. We didn't get a no, but we just didn't want to keep pushing. However, there is another in with somebody else that I want to tell you about.
Okay.
Which I won't do on air. I think you'll be excited.
More excited than my normal level of excitement?
The same, obviously.
Excellent. That's great.
We saw Eric Johnson. God, Blumeneck. And weirdly, so one of my friends, Graham, who we're not connected via music at all. Our wives have been friends since school. And it turns out his daughter knows the bass player who's good mates with Andy Wood.
Right.
And Martin, whose name I'm going to remember in a minute, awesome Weisenborn player, British guy, Martin Harley. And she takes us back to meet EJ.
Oh, fantastic.
And it was great. So
how
we had
lovely.
a nice chat with Eric after the gig, and he was very gracious and humble and everything you would expect Eric Johnson to be, and played his ass off.
Did he go?
He did. And the way he got into it was a long, amazing, guitar-intensive... Wasn't it good?
Yeah, incredible.
Wow.
I haven't got over it yet.
Because Christian was there as well. So, yeah, it was pretty good. Were you surprised by his tone, Christian?
All of it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's clean and fuzz.
Because the clean thing is like, cling, ping, and the fuzz is like, really massive difference.
It's outrageous.
Yeah. It was good. It was really good. Bass player was, they were all brilliant, but bass player was off the scale good.
Yeah. Wow.
That's Andy Woods, mate, who, funnily enough, organises his guitar camp thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, also plays with Jerry Douglas.
Oh, heavens.
Serious.
Oh, man.
Anyway, it was nice to meet some musicians and have a lovely old time. Very arc it was too. See lots of you TPSers there.
I love that.
Nice to see you. And we'll see you next year, Chris.
Yeah, look forward to it, mate.
Another Chris Costabile. Hey, Chris. He says, D&M, I have a custom shop 64 335 in dark Brunswick blue. And here in humid Florida, resting my arm over it as I play has created a big matted smear that naphtha and polish won't remove. Ooh, why do we love finicky nitro so much? It is worth it. I'm surprised that naphtha won't do that.
Yeah. It might just mean, because naphtha might be a
Naphtha's
gentle.
essentially lighter fluid.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. I remember seeing, when I was at the conservatorium, a guy that was playing acoustic, he had this gross thing where his arm was,
Yeah.
and it was like solid
Yeah, resin.
right? And that's just from years and years of playing in the same spot where
Shellac.
it moves the
His
it
own
moves it all around.
shellac.
His own excreted shellac on the top of the guitar. But it was like it was like completely rock solid. And it might be that the naphtha is working, but it might just take a long time to do it.
Yeah, might need to go to somebody willing to elbow grease it a little more. But as you say, it's part of the guitar, isn't it? And it's one of the reasons we love the nitro thing as it ages. I originally started buying this cider because it says Froome Valley on it.
Oh.
And I was thinking, Froome Valley, great, because we're in Froome, right?
Is there
Underneath
a
it
valley
says
in Froome?
Herefordshire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe the River Froome goes all the way up there.
Okay.
Hennies, it's nice.
Taste of cows.
Yeah. Yeah. Apples, right? Crush them up. Let them go rancid.
Frankie Holt says, when is Dan going to Oklahoma? He could swing by Shoals Fest in October. That's the festival Jason Isbell puts on here. Well, funnily enough, I received an email from Jason's Tech last month. So I would love to do that. And I'm going to Oklahoma to pick up my guitar. I can't believe it's not Butters. At some point.
It's got to be I Can't Believe It Is Butters.
No, you can't.
Because it's changed so much.
I understand that, but it's got to be the gag. You can't make it grammatically correct. Otherwise it kills the gag. I can't believe it's not Butters. It says everything.
I think it's even funnier.
Okay. I can't believe it is Butters. I can't believe it's not Butters.
Oh, whatever then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, at some point in...
Go with your heart, son.
Because I'm actually picking up 2 guitars.
Right. Why?
Because I'm very special.
Have you ordered something off him?
Well, one I've... No. Because one I had made,
Oh, your Shabbat.
the Shabbat.
Ah,
The Shabbat
nice.
shall be ready. And I thought, well, if you ship that over, I'll get both 2 in one go. But we'll see. I was thinking about going in September. That might work, and actually have my birthday over there, which might be fun. We'll see. Depends how August goes.
Yeah. Depends if the world wakes up and starts buying stuff.
That's right.
Palomar Sound says, what is an album that isn't on traditional lists of great guitar records that you think should be included? Talk, Laughing Stock and Quicksand, Slip are the top of the list for me. Okay, so...
Drums and Wires XTC, 100%.
Dave was there on Friday night.
Was he?
Yeah,
Of course he was.
I didn't get to see him, but he yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Drums and Wires XTC, some of the best guitar playing, and it's so raw and just fabulous. That was Dave's first album with XTC.
Was it?
And no keys. Well, there was a bit of keys, but it'd gone from being guitar and keys band to 2 guitars. And it is, man alive, a masterclass in 2 guitars together. Yeah. XTC Drums and Wires, check it out. Black Sea is also up there. English Settlement, of course, but yeah, Drums and Wires, man alive.
There we are. I'm going to go with Whole New You by Sean Colvin.
Oh, come on.
Produced and guitar by John Leventhal, who is a master. Although, not uncommon to find Richard Thompson crop up on some of that stuff as well, because they were good mates and he played on... I don't know how much Sean Colvin stuff he played on, but he did play on quite a bit of stuff produced by John Leventhal. Mm-hmm. And I also want to say, as a slightly left field record that I listen to a lot, Aliens Ate My Buick by Thomas Dolby.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know who's playing guitar on that, but it's loads of awesome 80s super processed kind of I don't know. I don't think it was Alan Murphy, but not dissimilar from the style of Alan Murphy.
Yeah.
Go West, man! I was listening to that the other day as well.
Oh, mate.
Because that is Alan Murphy, I think,
Right.
and or some of it was, and just so good.
Don't look down, girl. Man, this song. He is an astonishing singer. He's probably my favourite singer of the '80s. Truly, truly phenomenal. Todd Rundgren is another guy that, if you're not familiar with his guitar work, oh my goodness, amazing. So that he produced "Bat Out of Hell" and all those guitars and stuff. I mean, unbelievable guitar player. There's a few, isn't there? Not known for being anything from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Anything
tonally, oh man, so good.
Anything with a big name producer, pop-wise, in the 80s had awesome guitar on it.
Yeah.
Because it was probably Landau or Lukather or the other guy who I always think is Landau, who isn't Landau.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I heard it on the radio the other day. I Am the One and Only.
Chesney Hawkes.
Chesney, and he plays that solo.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
The guy who wrote the song plays the solo.
Oh, okay.
Who is?
Don't know.
Nick Kershaw.
Nick Kershaw played that solo.
Unbelievable guitar player.
Really?
And songwriter.
Because Chesney plays it live.
Nick played it on a record.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, I was standing
Pretty sure he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's fabulous.
Yeah, he's an amazing guitar player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense. That's really interesting. All right.
Yep.
Oh, BV says Chris Cornell. Yeah, look, anything from Soundgarden. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I tell you what, I didn't know this for a long time, but when I first heard Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, which is
Billy Corgan, his band.
Yeah. Oh, come on, brain. Anyway, when I first heard that album,
Smashing Pumpkins,
and I didn't know what a great guitar player Billy Corgan is. And then I saw a clip of them live, and far out, man, he really brought something very special with those albums. So cool. There's an energy and a darkness about what he was doing that was amazing. Very, very cool.
Todd Roy says, I think Betters is a good new name for Butters.
That's really good too.
That's really good,
Okay,
Todd.
all right, I'm going
really
to put
good,
everything
Todd.
in the hat.
And thank you to everyone for your... and Eric Rudd, thank you so much. Michael Thompson is the not Landau. Thank you, Eric, for that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, Michael Thompson. That is absolutely right. Warren Cucarulo says DMK75.
Oh, yeah.
Warren Cucarulo.
Yeah.
Vinny Colaiuta. Sorry, there's some depths of
The
Frank Zappa listening
Mothers
there. Yeah.
Of Invention? Is that band?
Yeah. Anyway, right. We digress. Surprise, surprise. Dennis Schmidtke. Hello, Dennis. How are you in Canada, Dennis? He says, hi, DNM. A few weeks back, I got to see the Brothers Landreth in Peterborough, Ontario. Stunning. An opening act and a true trio for $45. They are worth far more. Is that how much normal gigs are now? I guess I don't know. Gigs are expensive, right?
Well, yeah.
I mean, you're saying that's really good value. I don't know. How much is a Canadian dollar?
Let's not go there.
No?
I don't know.
Yeah. I just,
£35 used to be double.
is it?
I don't know.
Okay, about double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pegged to the American dollar anyway?
No.
No.
So American dollars at the moment £1.33.
Cool.
Cool.
Yep.
Mummy.
Yep.
Mummy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when it was 2 for 1?
I do.
I do.
And we used
I
to
do.
go to America and buy Levi's and things.
Yep.
Wow.
Shop Australian.
Actually, Australian was 3 to 1 at one point, wasn't it, nearly?
So Yeah, it was. So when I moved over here, it was 3-1, and now it's 1.5. So the pound has halved its value, or the dollar has doubled its value compared. And then, so like when we go over to Australia at Christmas time, it's a very different shopping experience.
Yes,
for us.
I bet it is. How much is a pint of fermented vegetable products?
Oh, it's water's become very tasty to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed the brothers, Dennis. They're on a particular high, or at least they were last time we saw them when they were here. They just seem to have really gelled as that unit, and there's a lot of freedom and fun, and banging a drum about various things. They've gone back to stage wedges.
Yeah.
After being on in-ears for ages, because they were starting to feel, and I don't know if they still are now, but when we saw them in the UK, they were just feeling disconnected from one another. Wedges, decent amount of stage volume, playing together as a trio, and what happens next is music.
Yep.
So I appreciate I have some motivated cognition in that, but consider me banging that drum. Wyatt Knox says, the audio taper volume pots in my Les Paul don't do much until around 8.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference from 8 to 10 is massive.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried vintage taper pots, or have you found another solution? Thank you.
The standard pots we like. Yeah, so I think especially because the main thing that we do with volume is we'll use it to clean up a fuzz face, or a higher gain thing, just to take the edge off, or we use it to turn off completely between songs. Yeah, this what are they called? The CTS pots, I think are great. Yeah, but just the standard.
Apparently, original 50s Les Pauls had audio taper pots, right? So the difference between audio taper and linear taper, audio taper is logarithmic, so they do a lot in the first amount of travel and not much thereafter. Linear taper, exactly as it sounds, a much more linear sweep. Gibson did use linear pots for quite some time on various guitars. I just Googleized it, and apparently 50s Les Pauls were audio taper, but 50s wiring makes a big difference here.
Yeah.
So you might find, like on my Lester, for example, and my 335, on the Strat, I never go below 5, and usually it's like 7 to 10, exactly as you're talking. So exactly as Dan just said, 10 is full out, one more over the edge, 10 across the board. Anyway, now 10 is full out. Kind of 8, 7 would be like a rhythm guitar sound, and then back from there would be a clean guitar sound if you've got a fuzz face on and you want it really super sparkly clean. But below 7, like hardly ever. On my Gold Top,
Yep.
which I'm assuming must have audio taper pots because it's 50 spec, 50s wired, and my 335, I'm often on 2 or 3.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So there's something about the nature of the way those pots work, even though they are audio taper, that means you can be down there
And it's still doing something.
and it's still sounding
Yeah,
good.
okay.
So I don't know, maybe there's some wisdom in the chat about
really
why that
interesting.
is.
I wonder what the bursts are.
50s were audio taper by all accounts. 500k audio taper.
Right.
Now, make sure you haven't got things like treble bleeds, make sure it's 50s wired, because those are the assumptions we're making here. Other thing to say, volume is supremely important, right? If you play at low volume and you've got your guitar right up and it's all overdrivey and fat and great as good, you get a 7, actually that's still pretty quiet. And it's really, really quiet. So when you go beyond that, you're like, where's my guitar sound gone? If you're playing at 100 watts, 5 is still really loud. So it could literally be that. It could be that it's, if you're playing very quietly, it's falling below a sort of acceptable level of audibility is one thing. We did it today with the guys, actually. Don, who's headed off, he's really interested in lower volume exploration. So we did some stuff. We played with the sort of average dB of 80 dB, then 90, then 100. And one of the points was, obviously you can hear the volume differences, but you can also hear a lot of the transient differences. But actually, once you get up to 100, all of a sudden, to your point, all of those tones around 5 or 6 on a volume control start to become much more usable than they would be if you're really quiet. God, that took a long time to explain. I'm sorry.
Never apologise. Never explain.
Yeah.
Never apologise.
Yeah. My friend Tim Slater used to say that.
Have you heard from Tim?
I haven't.
It's because I met him at the same time I met you.
Yeah, on the highly unlikely chance you ever get to watch or hear this, Tim. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope everything is good.
Fabulous guitar player.
Yeah, Tim was, I want to say he was reviews editor maybe, or he was one of the writers on Guitarist Features Editor or something.
Right.
When I was a wee bairn. And then when I got the job, walking in to see Neville and Tim and all those guys was really a thing.
Yeah.
Really a thing.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then we were in a band called Joyrider
Right.
for a long time. With 5 grand Ray. 5 grand Ray was a builder. And if you wanted like a plug changed, it was 5 grand. And if you wanted an extension built, it was 5 grand. And he said, and if I have to get on my hands and knees, Minky, it's double that. He used to call me Minky.
Fantastic.
He did it. He shored up some loft trusses for me. He's like, how much? I said, how much is that, Ray? He's like, 5 grand. I'm like, he said, have I got to get on my hands and knees? Because if I've got to get on my hands and knees all day, it's 10 grand.
Brilliant.
Love you, Ray.
Learn a trade, children.
Everything was great about Ray, apart from the 5 grand, and he was left-handed, which is so weird as a drummer.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
Did he play left-handed kit?
Yeah, I'm used to standing
Okay.
on a certain side of a drum kit.
Right. Well, but you...
Like not the hi-hat side.
Okay.
Guess what?
That-
Now
yeah.
I'm on the hi-hat side.
Okay. So you know Ringo is left-handed but played a right-handed kit.
Really?
And that is a big part of his sound because his drums all led with the wrong hand. His fills, I should say, led with the opposite hand.
No way.
And that was a massive part of the Ringo sound.
Huh.
Yeah, so interesting. If you're a massive nerd like me. But there you go.
That is... Now then, somebody else we know is left-handed, plays right-handed. Who's that?
It is...
Dave Kilminster broke his wrist and had to learn the other way. Is that Dave Kilminster?
No, but who... I've heard this story before about naturally left-handed but learned to play right-handed. It's definitely a thing. There's something about left-handed guitar players. I don't know, they're accessing a different hemisphere in their brain. And like when I hear Paul McCartney play bass or Hendrix play guitar or... they're the only lefties I know. No, there is definitely something about left-right hemisphere thing. Mike Van Art, hearing him play, there's a creativeness, I don't know, that sort of hovers over everything. What's his name? Far out.
Jimi Hendrix.
No, plays a transistor amp. Was
Oh, I wouldn't know then.
yes, you do.
Joking.
No,
Joking.
Giles. No, what's his name? Far
Eric
out.
Gales.
Gales. Eric Gales. That guy. Oh man, I'd love to interview him. I have questions. He's a force.
He is...
He's so funny. He's so free on the instrument.
Yeah,
And you watch that interview with him and with Rick Beato, and Rick is just laughing.
Yeah.
The
He's amazing.
just the joy and the and he just plays what he feels so freely, and he'll play stuff and it'll make him crack up. It's really amazing, really amazing.
DMK75 and Soul is the Goal 96 are both saying that Gary Moore was a lefty,
Oh,
as apparently is Eric Clapton, Mark Knopfler.
oh, amazing.
I'm not sure about that.
No,
John Foger too, who
Yeah.
is the kung fu version of John Fogerty, I think. Fogerty. Yeah. Anyway,
BV's just reminded me Noel Gallagher is left-handed but learned to play right-handed.
Huh.
There you go.
there we are. There we are.
I wonder what those settings are.
Yes. Is this where we drop in a sort of bad-tempered gag about left-handed pianos?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, they don't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's an amazing story that with Eric Clapton, who bought a left-handed guitar for Jimmy and never got to give it to him. Anyway, thought I'd finish on a down note.
Yeah, finish on a high one.
Yeah.
Finish on the high one. Lots of people saying they're left-handies play righties, or they're righties and they play lefty, etc. Anyway, I think we've flogged that horse enough. In the words of the old folk song, let him die. Remember that poor old horse? I even think it's like in a minor,
Father Ted.
minor key all the way through, and then it ends on a major like resolution. Let him die. Anyway,
That was funny.
it wasn't Father's Head. It's an actual folk song.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
There was a Father Ted's thing about My Lovely Horse.
My Lovely Horse.
Yes. Oh, sorry. And he
Yeah.
didn't die. My Lovely Horse.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember the
Do
words.
you remember? They both had a trip, woke up, and from the trip go, we've got to get rid of that sax solo. We saw it only recently. Oh, it's so funny. So it's a British TV series called Father Ted, and they went into Eurovision.
Might be Irish.
Oh, man. It was so funny. And just to finish on a down as well, he died quite young, the actor of Father Ted. I had a heart attack and died quite young. And he was
Poor
very, very
old
funny.
Ted.
Poor old Ted.
Okay. Isohen Floel, and I'm sorry because Isohen could well be an Irish name for Ishan or Ian. So I apologise if I'm saying that incorrectly. Has a super chai, but there is no super chai. Oh, Ewan Patterson, congratulations on getting that 360 LT, man, that I used to own, that I sold to... Oh, that's going to hurt me that I can't remember his name. That was one of the guitars that helped fund my old Strat, so I hope you love that guitar.
Amazing.
Really great guitar. Collins 360 LT
Oh, my goodness.
with gold foils. Enjoy that guitar,
That's
man.
a great guitar.
That was a good guitar. No... Iso and Floel. I'm going to say Ian is what I'm going to say. I hope that's
Okay.
right, Ian. He says take one from the chat, so we will. We will.
Okay, I think I've got one. I think. iPhone does this new thing. It's very annoying. All right, here we go.
Turns on.
Oh, hang on. This is just a simple one. It says, "Hey Dan, what's the specific orange color of your pedal board used for the Boss versus MXR challenge?" So that is the Schmidt Array orange, but I think they did it in TPS orange for us, didn't they?
I think it's one of Martin's custom colours. So if you ask Martin at Schmidt Array, he will
He'll
know
know,
what
yeah.
colour it is.
Yeah.
Orange being TPS house colour, we try to get everything, at least some things that we can get in orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Beautiful.
originally a Pantone colour. 016C, I want to say. But 021C. But we changed it because they render differently in different environments in print and digitally.
Oh, okay.
So we just chose... I'm just going to stop talking about that. Yeah. 021C is the classic, one of the classic orange
Right.
Pantone colours. Pantone then fell out with Adobe, so in order to use Pantone colours, you had to buy a license. So boring.
I like that you stopped and then continued.
Yeah. Jack Benjamin. I tell you what would be interesting. When the weather changes,
Right.
it will be interesting to see how we change in it. Because I'm like, at this moment, I'm like literally dying with heat.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
And we've had a semi-busy day.
I'm in a really good place.
Yeah. No Tower of Power now. Don't play that. In fact, Dan played that in the video. Did you play that in the video on Friday?
I think so.
And we didn't get pinched for that.
That's how well I played it. It's like it had no idea what I was playing.
I thought it sounded fantastic.
No, it's very fun.
It was very good. You played all the right chords as well.
I learnt it because
Did you?
I love that song.
Can you
so
play the
much.
chords slowly and not correct, and play the chords correctly, but don't play it in the, you know what I'm saying? Don't actually play the piece, play them in a different rhythm.
Okay.
Are they really the chords?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it goes.
So what's that? Minor, major 7,
Minor, major
sharp
7,
9.
and then major 7, 7 sharp 9, and then again minor, major 7, and then power chords.
Because I thought it was all power chords, obviously.
That's so funny.
Jan
man.
Ackerman, if you're not sure.
It's Hocus Pocus by Focus, and the guitar solo in it is outrageous. And you see him play it live, and I'm trying to get information on the actual guitar he used. It's a Les Paul shape, but it's not a Les Paul.
Is it an L5 CES?
Yes. No idea.
That's not what I mean. I don't mean L5 CES. I mean the same guitar that Johnny Borrell played in that band.
Or maybe. Yeah, it's got the headstock's a bit softer.
I mean, right, what was his name? Johnny Borrell. Guitar.
I can hear everyone on YouTube feverishly typing on their keyboards.
It was a Gibson, and it was a... Come on, where are you? There it is. L6S. Come on. That?
No, it's not. It's more like a Hofner headstock. Someone was saying he used a black Les Paul on the whistle test. Hagstrom. Yeah, I think it was a Hagstrom.
Oh yeah, super sweet.
Yes, I think you're right. I think it was a Hagstrom.
This is a Gibson L6S, and I'm very sorry for not showing you previously. I was struggling to find it. Sort of like
So cool.
a sucked sweet Les Paul made while drunk on a Friday afternoon.
I have to come in for overtime on a Saturday morning guitar.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Just, or like someone, if you find an image on the internet and then you accidentally drag it like so it's squashed and flat, that's what that looks like.
Oh, Framus Ackerman signature model.
Well, there we are.
No, I
Framus.
don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that was... I love that. I love that recording. It's great. But there are loads of live recordings of them playing it. And I tell you what, they are so on it musically. I think that's what I really like about the 70s stuff. To play that stuff, you had to go in there and play it live, and everyone had to be amazing. And they all were amazing.
Because they didn't have endless
Distractions.
digital storage space. They had a limited amount of tape, and a producer who was probably really angry, and a load of engineers who were getting paid 9 to 5,
Yeah.
white coats, Remember
What
when
was
we
it?
went to Abbey Road and they said the musicians came in the back door and the
Yeah.
engineers went in the front door
That's right.
until the Beatles. We have so much to thank them for. Yeah, I found him with this kind of weird fat body Les Paul thing with a
Yeah.
Les Paul custom neck. I don't know, you probably won't be able to see this, but it's like a fat Les Paul custom with a Les Paul custom neck. So probably one of the many and varied variants
It's very cool.
that Gibson made. The short-lived ES 276.9.
Very groovy.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Anyway, what?
Just wondering on the try.
Todd. Oh no. Jack Benjamin. We were going to get to you, Jack. He says, "Hi DNM. I'm putting a board together and looking for something pedalboard friendly that can get close to my big box memory man. Any recommendations?"
Another big box memory man would be the way I would go.
1100 TT for me,
A green one, not the blue one.
if you can find one.
Yep. Yeah. 1100 TT is spectacular. Still haven't found a delay that does what my memory man does.
We never got really au fait with the J-Rocket clockwork, did we? Because that promised so much. But unfortunately, ours was malfunctioned when it arrived. But that seemed to... Because was it... What was the guy that was involved in the original Memory Man? Anyway,
Howard Davis.
Howard, yeah. So he was involved with the clockwork.
Right.
From what I can remember. J-Rocket do a delay pedal called the Clockwork, and it is inspired by the Deluxe Memory Man as far as I can see. So yeah, it's tough, isn't it?
It is. It's its own thing.
I think the model of it, or at least the stab at it in the Belly Book Deluxe isn't bad. You know, it's got all those modes.
Mm.
Yeah, but you're like, so Dan's like Ferrari on nothing.
No, I know.
Don't talk to me.
No,
about
the
your
thing is, no,
flaming McLaren.
because here's the thing with the Memory Man. I have tried, and I've sat down with Ed for hours, and Ed O'Brien from Radiohead, and I've built rigs. I've built rigs, many rigs for Ed over the years. We have gone through it, and him and Adam, his tech, have gone through it, and there's just haven't found anything that there's a specific sound in the repeats and in the way it feeds back, and it's an old big box 24 volt Memory Man. It just it does a thing, and I think when you find it's like you can be like that about any bit of gear. Like we've got an old mains powered tube driver. And we've got all the tube driver versions and the new ones and the one, they're all fantastic. We plugged that tube driver in, that's the one. We've got an old blues breaker. And all the new blues, they're all fabulous. We plugged that one in, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's just, I think what happens is, what we want to do is we want to take these old designs and make them better.
Yeah.
We want to improve on them.
I was going to say filtering in the, because that was something not massively present
Yeah.
in that old electro harmonic stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like noisy.
Because it's like that capacitor is going to cost 2p. Get that out of there. Yeah. And you've got this noise floor, but there is something about those repeats. So they're just magic. And you know, I think that there's one thing that designers do is that when they try and improve things, trying to make things quieter, blah blah blah, out the door goes a lot of that magic with it.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is having people in the room who recognise what that magic is, instead of just going, "Oh yeah, it's quieter." It's like, well, have we detracted from the thing by trying to make it better? And sometimes there's just not. It's important to have people in the room who really know what that is.
Josh Schwartz says the Deluxe Memory Man setting on the Bell Epoch Deluxe is pretty decent. Not the same, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because it's got the preamp in it as well, the EP3 preamp kind of style thing. Chris Quinn says J-Rocket Clockwork. Leyland Berg says, well, how about a left-handed Memory Man?
That's good.
Sorry,
That's
lefties.
good.
Sorry, lefties. Your life has been tough enough already. We don't need to make it harder. Mooga Fuga, maybe the old Moog, or not Mooga Fuga anyway, the Moog
Mooga Foga.
analog delay.
And it is, yeah, and there's the white one, and they are fabulous analog delays. Really amazing. They're not the same as the Memory Man, but they are truly wonderful.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Every time I hear that, I think of Greg Koch yelling, "It's not the same." Anyway, okay. Todd Weiss says 5. 5.00. Is that our score for this evening? Which I think would be generous and fair.
It's solid mid-table.
Yeah. No chance of relegation or promotion. Thoroughly average performance, Dan. Good enough is good enough. Todd,
Never aim high.
apologies if we've missed the meaning of your question, Todd. Maybe I haven't got any notes from BV, so sorry if we've misunderstood that. Maybe it's code. Big Riffs and Rigs. Big Riffs and Rigs says, "Hey DNM, what are your thoughts on F guitars that aren't S or T? If you had to pick one, which would it be? Love your work as always." Okay, so Fender guitar that's not Strat or a Tele.
An offset.
Yeah, Dan actually does play a Jaguar.
I really like my Jag. I've got a Grays guitar Skipper, which is it's sort of a cross between a Jag and it's like a Jag with the larger format. Not the Jag, the Jazzmaster style pickups, and that's really cool.
Is it short scale?
Yeah, it's a shorter scale. It's the same body shape as the Jag, but with the Jazzmaster electronics, and it's a really, really cool guitar. But the Jag, I love the Jag, and that was something you got for me. That was so kind, because I was so blown away by that guitar. Because I don't play Strats. The only Strat that I've got is the Strat given to me by Ed O'Brien, was as a thank you for building a rig for him, which was one of his Sustainer guitars, and I love that guitar. And I've played it live with the TPS band, and I really dig it because it's very different to a Strat. But what I find with the Jag is it's got those Stratty tones in it with the wanger, but it's got something cool as well, and something different on the bridge pickup, which I really like.
It's a really good guitar. Sadly, I went to watch Dan play with the Danalogs in Swin Vegas, and it really
It's cool.
did, because you were playing Floyd stuff on it.
Yeah, it was.
So it's kind of incongruous.
Yeah.
Not what you would expect. You weren't playing like Surf, Beach Boys covers, or Nirvana, what you might expect from an offset if you were narrow-minded like me. But he's there playing Floyd on it. Have a Cigar, did you play that on it?
It was Wish You Comfortably Numb.
Okay.
Played with that.
Yeah.
But that was, the big outro solo on the Jag. And it was
great.
fabulous.
So I should say Jazzmaster. I've always wanted to love Jazzmasters. Played a couple of vintage ones that I've been mesmerised by. We bought that Classic Series one with the lacquer finish, and from the day we bought it, I'm like, right, let's sort the electronics out on this guitar, because the chassis is pretty decent, but the pickups and wiring bit lackluster, never really gelled with it. So I should say Jazzmaster really, because I've always wanted to love them, but as you offset players you do know, the sustain, attack and transient characteristics of a Jazzmaster compared to a Strat they're just wildly different.
So different.
Even though they're, if you squint from 50 yards, it could be the same guitar. It's not like the difference between a Strat and a Les Paul is what I'm saying. But man, they are so different, particularly the sustain thing, where they seem to have this quick beginning and then they drop off quite quick, and I just haven't figured out what to do about that.
Yeah,
so,
that's definitely a thing.
To the point. I mean, Coronado would be the easy shout, wouldn't it? Which was Fender's stab at something broadly thin-liney.
What was the Robin Ford?
Esprit.
The Esprit.
Yeah,
That was a
it
cool
called
thing.
something else before the Esprit? Master Series something or other?
Right. Because whenever I listen to
P-Bass.
the P bass, there you go.
There you go.
That thing.
Revelation, that's called. Mustang, good shout, Todd Roy. Soul is the Goal says Jazz Masters are for noisy Herberts, that's why I love them. Meteora, as Frankie Holt is saying. Starcaster, that's actually what I was thinking of.
Starcaster, yes.
Instead of saying whatever I said.
Because that's got 2 wide range humbuckers in it. The
Planet
Starcaster.
Ross, thank you, Planet Ross.
Oh, now you got me thinking.
Yeah, because you need more guitars, Dan.
Oh, God, I really don't.
Bass 6, Johnny T, nice, nice. I was going to say a Strat 12 actually, quite good fun. Yeah, Starcaster seems to be winning it in the
Fender Starcaster
Dollar
Tobacco
Shack.
Sunburst, $6,000. They're not cheap.
They are that is. They're having a flaming giraffe, man. That's crazy. I can remember typing out readers ads for guitarists back in the day. Someone would be like 73 Strat, £11, unoriginal pickups, headstock decal scratched off, $5,000. So you put little notes in, like, this is not Sotheby's.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
They are cool, aren't
Yeah, very, very cool.
they? They're cool. They enjoyed a bit of a resurgence, I think.
Oh, this okay. So you can get.
Yeah,
They
they're
still
new.
make 'em.
Can you look at
That's
the
a brand.
Coronado for me, please? Because
Yep.
I can't actually remember what that looks like now. I want to say it's like a. It's more. It's less offset. And while Dan does that,
Oh, look at that. That's cool.
yeah, actually, it is a Coronado. I would have a Coronado over a Starcaster.
Oh, that's well cool.
Yeah, nice. Sorry, you'll have to Google it unless Dan wants to turn his phone around. And,
I can turn my phone around, but it's got you and me on it. Which that'll just be, it'll be break the fourth wall. I just don't know if I'm willing
Morley
to go
Robertson. Morley Robertson says, what a great show on Friday. He says, imagine a movie, says Morley Robertson, Harry Pickup Potter and the Philosopher's Tome.
there. That's really good.
Who would play Dumbledore? Dumbledore, it should be. That would be me.
Dumblemore.
Who would play Dumbledore? It would be George from Monty's.
You're a genius.
Actually, George, more Hagrid, I would say, but
No, he would be a great either, but he'd be a great Dumbledore.
yeah.
Steve from Audio Kitchen
Yeah.
would be a great Dumbledore.
Who would be Snake Snipe bad guy? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. Let's be careful there.
No, the guy, the
Snape.
the bad guy.
Snape.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman. I don't know, someone in retail.
Come on then. Give us your Gary Trotter and the Temple of Doom
No.
suggestions for the guitar world.
I don't know.
So was Alan Rickman not Snape then?
Alan Rickman was Snape.
Right.
You're thinking of Voldemort, who was played by Ralph Fiennes.
Ah,
Yeah.
and was Voldemort not bad then?
He wasn't bad. No, he wasn't. He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He was. He had a very tough job to do, and at the end, he was so good that Harry gave his middle name, and what was his name? Anyway,
Harry had a son.
yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Yeah, 20 years on. Yeah. No, it's very good. Very good.
Mike Matthews, someone is saying, should be Snape or Dumbledore.
Mike Matthews would be a great Dumbledore.
I think, yeah,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, good Dumbledore.
Great Dumbledore.
Yeah. Bonamassa. Hey, I tell you what. I watched Jules Holland. I hadn't seen the Jules Holland with Bonamassa on.
Right.
So weird seeing Josh Smith on Jules Holland. like on
right.
primetime BBC TV, with
Yeah.
his whole band with Joe and Josh and all of them sounding really, really great.
Oh yeah.
Really, really great. Anyway, God, Jesus, can we get to the end of this? Harry Unpotter. Who said that? Who said that?
That's really good. Oh, Leland Sklar.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's fabulous.
I think we're being the beard is
It's the thing.
yeah.
I mean, you get all those guys having a butterbeer at the what's the pub called?
What pub?
Pub in Harry Potter. Godric's Hollow. Anyway, yes, but that would be hilarious. Not a Dumbledore. Very good.
Greg Koch for Dumbledore. There you go. There you go. Alexander Howard Dumbledore. Yeah. Bless him. Anyway. I'm sorry, sir. I think this conversation is exhausted. Couple more tonight. First one from Anza Johnston. Anza Johnston. Not sure we've heard from you before, Anza, in which case, hello, if we have, I'm sorry. He says, hi guys, I went to see Philip Sace in Glasgow, then Davy Knowles in Edinburgh. Both outstanding. There were a lot of younger people there too. No question, please take one from the chat. Yeah, nice to see young people at gigs, isn't it?
Yeah, it is lovely. So I reference my daughter a lot, who's just finished uni. And she's a very talented musician, but man alive, she's so much live music, and all of her friends going to see live music. It is the antithesis of everything else that they're forced to live through at the moment. Everything digital and in your face, and it's like you go to see a gig, and this, like when we used to go and see gigs when we were kids, and there was just this release and this amazing energy in the room. And when kids are going to see live gigs now, they're like, oh, this is wild. And it's so opposite from what they have to do day to day. And so there's a massive resurgence of kids going to gigs and festivals. It's cool. It's a real thing.
Most of them are still looking at their phone 24/7 though, aren't they?
Yeah, but who isn't?
Me?
Yeah, well, that's good. That's good. But a lot of us, that have to be a phone or a screen, you're editing a lot, and we're still in that land.
Yeah.
But that's the thing for lots of these kids that they'll go and see a gig and it's like there's some dude up there shouting at me.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
Can I concentrate for more than 18 seconds and see if I can take it in?
Yeah, it's wonderful. Go and see Idols. Get some dude really shouting at you, and the rest of the band just going bah and assaulting every one of your senses. It's the best thing ever.
Big Scalper Energy says Mick is Ron. I don't know what to say about that. Poor old Ron.
He ends up with Hermione.
Poor old Mick.
It's all good. Yeah, it does.
That's just weird. I can't go there. What was the question? Take one from the chat. Oh yeah, there was I'm sure there was a question. It was. There was a great question here, and the question was, what is your favourite guitar that you would never buy from Jules Loves Fuzz Pedals? I know what mine is instantly.
Go on then.
And I wish I could buy one.
What's that?
Parker Fly.
Oh, okay. Mine is some sort of 80s super strap with a pointy headstock.
Like a Charvel or something.
Yeah. I when those guitars came out, I remember there was at this guitar store in Brisbane, there was one in a glass case that no one was ever allowed to touch, and it was metallic blue with that black pointy shovel headstock.
Not today,
and you would walk exactly, and everyone would just walk past it. It was like Excalibur. Yeah. Oh, they were fabulous.
Let us know what yours would be, Jules. Let us know what yours would be. God, maybe one day. But the thing is, Parkers have become quite collectible. There was a time where you could pick them up for not so much, and Yeah, and if you got one, it would have to be the Classic or the Supreme, I reckon. Because they changed a lot over the years, and there were various models, and then they did some lower price models that were the right shape, but they were made out of normal woods, and they had pick guards and stuff. But one of those original carbon exoskeleton ones with piezo bridge and in that lovely sort of wood colour, that would be great.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
would be.
Steinberger, says Jeremy Anderson, boys.
Brilliant.
So nearly bought a Steinberger once. Okay, I'm just going to check that this is the last super chat, but it's
Okay.
Jason Sears. Oh, of course it's logged me out.
Yeah. Valley Arts, T-Style, Larry Carton
I was
models.
going to say
of
Larry
blue.
Carton played
yeah.
those.
Yeah. Do you remember the Pensasur?
Oh, who could forget the Pensasur? Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler. And that was such a... I remember seeing it for the first time and thinking, as beautiful as that... I'm sure it's an amazing guitar as a guitar, but as a work of art, as a work of absolute masterclass woodmanship, craftsmanship, it was just stunning.
Teufel birdfish, mate.
Teufel birdfish.
Ever seen a Teufel birdfish?
No. Let me have a look.
Teufel, T-E-U-F, maybe two Fs, E-L.
T-E-U-F-E. Teufel non-stick pans?
Is that what it's come up with? Or was that just
That's my first thing.
genius?
I'm just riffing. Here we go. Oh, double F. Double F, here we go.
Teufel birdfish is
Yeah.
the guitar you're looking for. Two big long tone bars and a load of metal.
Oh my goodness. Why? Let's have a look at that.
That's one of the best philosophical questions ever. The answer obviously being,
tone bars.
why not?
Oh, that's interesting. So who played a birdfish?
Well, I want to say nobody.
Okay.
Wasn't that Stephen Hawking's question? Why does the universe go to all the bother of existing?
Don't do it.
I'm trying to find a nice picture of a Teufel birdfish to show
Okay.
show,
Just
the
have to
good,
show the people.
show the good humans. Oh God, I'm slowly weaning myself off of Google.
Right. What are you replacing it with?
DuckDuckGo,
Oh, interesting.
non-AI search engine.
Okay. Very good.
If you choose to do so. Actually, Firefox is pretty good if you're a Mac person. Come on.
Eric Catterall says Steve I had an amazing album called Flexible that was amazing. Yes,
Flexible,
it was.
yeah,
Flexible.
of course.
Amazing.
What? Look. Analog foot switching for the cameras. Was that on there? Attitude song. Is that the attitude song?
That's the attitude song.
Boo! Boo! Ooh. You can't really see it. Google the. In fact, don't use DuckDuckGo to search for the Teufel birdfish right now and check it out. Just a remarkable thing. Oh well. Foot
Very
switch, too low for feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I moved it over here so I
Yeah.
could. Yeah.
Teething troubles, mate. So, yeah. Ovation Breadwinner says Soul is the goal. Synthax or Roland GR Synth says Johnny T.
Oh yeah, remember this big thing going over here?
Jimmy Page ad for the Roland GR Synth where he's smoking a fag
Smoking a fag.
in the ad.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. 21k says Plexico for a Teufel birdfish on reverb.
Go for it.
$21,000.
Wow.
You could buy a nice bottle of wine for that, Dan.
You could. I'd probably make music by Bubble Warren.
Jason Sears. Jason Sears is the last one in tonight, and it is 7 o'clock. Look, it's almost like they planned it. He says, thoughts. Give me your thoughts on the versatility of instruments, different guitars for different jobs. I'm not sure my Les Paul with P90s doesn't give me everything I want out of a Les Paul, Strat, and more. Okay, so yeah.
There's a good argument for that, because I think you get the single coil thing from the P90s, that's great, but they do rock.
They do.
It's a great guitar. Actually, when we went and saw David Gilmour, the tone of the night was his old Les Paul with P90s. Hands down. So, yeah, there's a good argument for that. I would say that it is nice to have a couple of guitars that do specific jobs. But thinking about it, you know, if I think about like Jeff Beck and his Strats, although obviously he played lots of different things, and Blow by Blow might be my favourite era where he was on his Les Paul at that point. But you know, if I'm thinking about I don't know, Stevie Ray, you know, Strats, or Zakk Wylde and his Les Paul type things, or you know, the guitar players who, for me, really made a mark had a guitar and had a sound, and that was that. They weren't looking for a million different guitars for a million different sounds, and so there is a lot to be said from having a guitar that you get to know inside out.
Yes. So I think versatility is the goal, isn't it? We often think it's great to have a versatile guitar, particularly if you're doing like a covers gig and you've got to do like Green Day, I don't know, Tina Turner, and an average sort of list of covers gigs, then yeah, you want to cover a wide variety of sounds. Controversially, it's hard to go past the telly for me.
Yeah.
They just do everything.
Yeah.
Rock's much better than a Strat on the bridge pickup.
Yep. It's definitely a thing.
And all the other Conkers, if you can be bothered.
Yeah.
335 actually is a good choice, but hard to get those super spanky 80s cleans out of a 335.
Yeah, completely.
So yeah, I would agree. It's very rare now. If I'm gigging, I will usually have one F style and one G style guitar.
Oh, okay.
Usually a Fender and a Gibson, you know, a Strat and a Les Paul, or Strat and a 335, or Silver Sky 335 was the last gig.
Yep.
Just to be able to do both. But yeah, P90s, man.
Yeah, nice. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
That is the super chats. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. We want to say thanks to our lovely guests who have endured 2 hours of us talking.
Yep.
2 more hours of us talking. And you can see the results of the audience show, live audience show we did right back to the top. Nath, Christian, and Sam, who came as Christian's guest today. We had 3 winners of Tonekens. They chose the pedals, they chose the amps, and threw out some topics for us to discuss. So it's kind of a different vibe for a show, but a lot of ground covered, and felt good in the room.
Really,
right?
yeah, it's really nice.
When
Really
it goes
fun
up, it'll be 2 or 3 weeks until it goes up. Please let us know what you think. Yeah, it was good. We had a really good day. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks
for being so gracious.
making it really fun.
And making it easy on us. We appreciate it. Good. All right. Thanks for being with us, everyone. We'll see you Friday. Friday's show is a show on Tube Screamers. And I want to say it was not my idea.
Yes. We found a mystery tube screamer.
That I'd never heard of, genuinely.
It was really fun. I thought, because you said, I think I know what it is. And I went, I bet you do know what it is. But no, managed to surprise Mick with a tube screamer that he'd never seen before.
I thought it was going to be I'm not going to say, because it might be that. All right, thanks for being with us, everyone. BV, thanks so much for everything you do for us. We appreciate it greatly. And yeah, have a good week, y'all. If you're in the UK, enjoy what's left of this spectacular weather. Play us out, Daniel. No Tower of Power tonight.